What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent, and we're back fresh off the Michigan State game. What a hell of a game! Michigan State pulls it out in dramatic fashion, 37-33, in a good one I've seen in a long time. A first time of a top 10 Michigan State since the '60s. And Kenneth Walker had a Heisman performance coming into the game, was plus 1,500 after the game, plus 500 now. 5 rushing touchdowns. That man put on the show and destroyed these Michigan Wolverines in another disappointing fashion in a must-win game for Jim Harbaugh. Had to get my composure together a little bit to talk about this, but why am I not surprised once again? He does what he does best, and they don't win a big game. I don't care about the Wisconsin game on the road early in the season. That's a horrible Wisconsin team, although they did just beat Iowa, who's fake. But with that being said, Mel Tucker in his second year beats Michigan again. The first Michigan State coach to go 2-0 against Michigan in his first 2 years as head coach. This man is rebuilding a program, and he has done it fast. Something Harbaugh had to do and has not showed the ability to do. Now, I'm tired of hearing excuses like I said. I already said I was done with them, and now I'm really done. I called the game. I even just took my gear off, man. I'm disgusted at Jim Harbaugh, and I was kind of mad, but I'm just kind of just at the point where it's almost like you become numb to the fact. You have hope, you have momentum. It's not like they got blown out. They were damn near in control of this game, winning the game the entire game until once again the fourth quarter, as it shows that teams are mentally tougher than this team. Now, Cade McNamara threw the ball phenomenal. He threw for almost 400 yards, but he made a mistake late in that game with a little over a minute and threw a pick, as he played great before that. But Michigan did not capitalize on this game. They kicked 4 field goals, and yes, I'm calling it 4 field goals. And there's a huge saying in football, and that goes, if you kick field goals and they get touchdowns, you will get beat. So therefore, field goals get you beat. And I'm going to say it again, field goals get you beat. And it's always the same old story. They do that. You cannot trade that for that. You let Kenneth Walker rush for 5 touchdowns. That man was a machine today, especially in that second half. Michigan State had no answers. Even late in the game in that second half, Michigan gave up some very terrible fourth down decisions. They could not get off the field when it mattered the most. Shout out to Michigan State for making 2 great play calls. They're down 16 on the fourth down. They throw a wheel route to Jaden Reed. Makes a tough catch over Daxton. I'm sorry. And Michigan State ends up scoring. They're down 16 points. Michigan's up 16 points in the third quarter. Now, Michigan State goes to score 2 touchdowns. Not only do they get 2 touchdowns, they get 2 field goals. 2 huge two-point conversions. You know how hard it is to get 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions? It's like, I don't know what the defense was doing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Voice is a little over the place from watching this game. Emotion was running high. But with that being said, Michigan, with the field goals, late in the game, J.J. McCarthy fumbled the ball when Michigan was driving before they kicked the field goal. The ball went out of bounds. Luckily, put him right back in. Then Michigan gets a turnover on the strip sack, but Ajabo. Next play, J.J. McCarthy. I don't know why he's in the game in that situation. And Michigan fumbles. They're up 33-37, and Michigan therefore goes to score the go-ahead touchdown late in that fourth quarter. And that was all she wrote. Michigan got the ball back, like I said, and turned it over. But like I said, five rushing touchdowns for him. 4 field goals for Michigan. Peyton Thorne didn't even throw a touchdown pass. He had 2 interceptions. We got an interception late. We were up 7. Kick a field goal after a penalty. You cannot do that, especially against teams that you know are going to come back. You have to capitalize on that. Now Jim Harbaugh has a losing record against Michigan State, a losing record to Ohio State. I don't even care what they do the rest of the season because, as we all know, they got to go on the road to play at Penn State, and I know they haven't been playing well, but that's looking like a game they'll lose in Happy Valley because they never play well in those games. Then again, of course, everybody knows Ohio State is the cream of the crop in the Big Ten Conference, so it's not much that needs to be said. They are a loaded machine walking. They're like the Terminator right now, so everybody doesn't stand a chance against them. Even with that early loss to Oregon, the defense has got it together, and the offense is just on fire, and I'm talking about hot as ever, and I don't see anybody stopping them. So they're probably going to go 10-2 if they beat Penn State. It'll be a halo 10-2 once again. I'm not calling for anybody to be fired, but he shouldn't be the coach anymore, and that's all she wrote. How do you get a man like Mel Tucker to get his guys motivated and ready to play physically and mentally and tougher? The teams who have run the ball have won 46 out of the last 51 meetings. Michigan State physically outplayed Michigan. They took the punches like they needed to and got the victory. And Michigan gets punched in the mouth, cannot get up, man. I don't know, what are you coaching? What are you teaching? Toughness, I don't know. I'm not going to question this team's effort in this game, but what I will say is that this team needs to get it together. And I don't know what changes can be made, but like I said, I'm just sick and I'm disappointed in this once again. Like I said, I don't know why I'm surprised, but this team did not show out. Let me check the rushing stats. Let's check these team stats. Michigan State ran for 199 yards. Most of that, like I said, it came from Kenneth Walker. Michigan rushed for 146. What I did like was they had Cade throwing the ball a little more, but they couldn't get it done when it matters the most. And like I said, that is the most important thing when it comes down to this rivalry. So once again, Paul Bunyan goes back to Michigan State. Congrats and shout out to Michigan State. They got a good path. Next couple weeks, they got Ohio State in 2 weeks. So they play Purdue and Maryland these next 2 weeks and potentially be 10-0 heading to Ohio State. Michigan, they're scheduled at home against Indiana next week and then to Penn State. And hey, I mean, at this point, I'm over it, man. At this point, it's like the same old story. So these Michigan fans who come on here talking about give Harbaugh some credit and all this stuff, want to support him, man. You guys are way in the way. You guys are Michigan fans I can't deal with, man. I'm a realist, and I'm always going to keep it at 100 with my team, and this is just another failure of a season. Get high, and it crashes every time. It's like, when will we ever give over the hump? And with Harbaugh, it's never going to happen. We haven't seen it, so why should I expect it now at this point in time? Shout out to Michigan State. Shout out to the Spartans for getting the victory. Shout out to Michigan for playing hard, but once again, it doesn't matter because there's no more victories in sports, in my opinion, so I don't care about all that. All I need to see is a victory and a W, and I'm not getting the results that we need to see from this man or this program, and it's just the same old story in year 7, and once again, they're going to come out and beat the teams they're supposed to beat and not beat the teams that it really matters. So, like I said, I'm over it. I'm numb to the fact, but it's frustrating, man. It really is frustrating. I'm not going to scream and yell about it, but what can I do? Like I said, I'm a realist. And until this program, these administrations can get real with themselves, then there's never going to be a change. We need to instill toughness, focus, and get the job done. Put your head down and work, because there's no way, like I said, Mel Tucker and other coaches around college football have rebuilt the program as quickly as they can, and Harbaugh should be able to do it, but he's not the guy anymore. And I'm just, hey, like I said, it is what it is. But you guys can tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel. Like I said, follow me on Keeping the Score. Also, subscribe to the podcast I'm on 2 times a week. The Fifth Chapter with Brian Jelenic and Dennis Fithian. Shout out to my boy Rob Diddy for producing. Hey, follow me on Twitter. That's at Keeping the Score. It's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.